Hi all. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. If you are new, welcome. My name is Amira and my channel is all about reviewing new makeup, talking about new makeup, but also finding new and exciting ways to be inspired by the makeup you already own. And today's video is right in that vein, and I want to talk about the unsung heroes of my makeup collection. So these are the things that I use on a fairly regular basis, but that I maybe don't talk about as much on my channel, or are just older and things that maybe you've heard of but have fallen off the radar, because as we know in the makeup world, what's new and shiny are the things that get talked about. So let's get into it. All right, so I'm gonna preface this by saying that I own a lot of Too Faced products, not eyeshadow palettes. I think I only own maybe two eyeshadow. I think I own I own the mini, the Shake Your Palms, and I own the original Gingerbread Spice. That's all I own as far as eyeshadows go. But as far as like complexion products and things like that, I own quite a bit and I've tried quite a bit. And I will say, with Too Faced, I feel like their OG products are actually really solid and great. And I'm hoping that with this new change in, leadership, that maybe we can get back to that and it not being so gimmicky and so subpar, because there are some really amazing products that I use all the time that I want to talk about. So first up, and I've mentioned this in videos in the past. I haven't mentioned it in any, I don't think I've mentioned it in any recent videos. No. So the first up is the Too Faced Natural Face Palette, and I will show you what it looks like, and you can see how much I've used this. So I am wearing this right now. It is actually the blush that I have on right now. All that glow you're seeing is actually from this shade, Drop It Like It's Hot, and it is this beautiful kind of bronzy, shimmery blusher bronzer. Like, you can use it as a bronzer, but I use it more as a blush, and it is stunning. This palette is beautiful, and it's one of those things that I reach for all the time when I'm just throwing my makeup on. It's a really great daily product, like daily use product. It's a white t-shirt, it's a pair of really good jeans type of product. The bronzer, and I'm sorry you guys if you guys can hear the cars going by. I have my window open. It is 90 degrees here today. I turned my air off, so if I look a little extra glowy, it's because I'm sweating, because it is hot. It is hot today, so my window is open, so if you hear cars going by, I apologize, but it is blazing today, okay? So as you can see, I've hit pan on this bronzer, and I'm really sad about it, but I continue to use it, and I'm going to hit pan on it. And if I can, if I manage to use up the other items in here that I like use on a regular basis, I'm probably going to wind up repurchasing this. And I'm not a face palette person, okay? I am not. I have other face palettes that I do not use as much as I use this one. But yeah, and it even has, I'm not a pink blush person, but this is like a really nice pink blush and has a little bit of shimmer to it. These highlighters are really nice, especially Starlight. Starlight is like really soft and pretty, and then this is Satin Sheets, which is more golden. It's just a really nice face palette. It's a solid product, and I use it constantly. Next up is another Too Faced product, and this one I believe is discontinued. I believe this entire line was discontinued. I don't know why, because a lot of the products in it were freaking amazing, but it is the Too Faced Peach Perfect Mattifying Loose Setting Powder. This is my third jar of this. Yeah. And when they said they were discontinued it, I actually was I had one open, and I purchased a backup. I used that one up, and this is the backup. So this is the last one that I own, and it's beautiful. I'm using it now. It's really finely milled. It does smell like peaches, and it tastes like peaches too, because some accidentally flew in my mouth, and I was like, tasty. It tastes like peaches too, but it is really finely milled. It doesn't give you that flat look on your face. It is a mattifying powder, but I don't ever feel like I have pancake face. You know what I mean? Where all of your features just feel like they've been just flattened down because something is so matte. I don't get like that. Like I'm wearing it right now. I have a couple of products on to sort of battle the humidity and heat while I can have some makeup on my face at the same time. But I have this on. I just use a little bit. I don't use a lot. It works beautifully. It does keep the skin relatively matte. I'm oily to normal. I mostly oily, but because of certain products that I use as far as skincare, my skin is veering more towards normal with certain occasions of dryness depending on the situation, you know. But I can use this pretty much year round, and it's a beautiful, light, finely milled matte powder that doesn't flatten your face out. And perfect for hot days like today. And I wish they would just bring this back. They discontinued it, and then you couldn't find it anywhere, and then they had it back on their website, and then, you know, and then I didn't see it again. So if I can find this, I'm going to link everything that I can down below. Some of the products that I'm mentioning are available, some aren't. If I can find them, and if I can find this, I will definitely leave a link down below for you guys. Next up is another product that I have repurchased, and it is probably one of my favorite foundations, and it is the least expensive foundation in my entire collection, and that is the Ordinary Serum Foundation. I started using this, I want to say in 2015, 16 when it came out. I had originally tried the full coverage or the coverage foundation, and I absolutely hated it. It broke up on my face. It turned bright orange. I looked like an Oompa Loompa, and I was like, no. And I bought that one and this one to try out. And I thought that I would like that one more because it supposedly had more coverage. It was more of a traditional type of foundation. But I actually wound up liking this more. And what I love about this product is that it is very much a your skin but better product. You're not going to get a lot of coverage from this, but you're going to get just enough to sort of even your skin tone out. It's going to give you, you know, a natural finish. It's not super dewy, but it's not matte. It just gives the skin a nice, beautiful, fit, natural finish. And it's lightweight on the skin. It is a serum foundation, so it's actually, I would say of all the serum foundations that I own and that I've tried, this is the thinnest. It's very thin. It's almost like water. But it applies beautifully, and it actually lasts. For a serum foundation, I don't feel like it fades a ton over time. So this is something, this is my, I want to say second or third bottle of this. So yeah, this is something that I've used for literally years, and I love it. Next up is a bronzer that I believe, this was limited edition Nars. I want to say 2019, 2020. And it is the Nars Paradise Found Bronzing Powder. And it was the one that came in this packaging, and it had the gold overlay, like the gold overspray. Do you guys remember that one that had the gold? This is that. So this is it with the overspray gone. This is what it looks like. That's what it looks like. It still has the Nars name there, but this is a huge thing of bronzer, and I've used this a ton, and I still have a ton of product left. But this is a beautiful, and I'm wearing it today. I tried to wear as many of my sort of the products that I'm going to talk about on my face as I could, but I'm wearing the bronzer. It's stunning. It's one of my favorite bronzers, and I believe, I know Nars was having a sale, and they were doing their like last chance sale, and I believe this was part of that sale. I don't know if it's still available. Again, I will try to link it down below. But this is a beautiful, beautiful bronzer, and it gives like, it doesn't have any shimmer to it, but when I use it, I feel like I have a bit of glow to my skin. Do you see what I mean? Like, it has this sheen to it that is so pretty, but there's no shimmer flecks in it. There's no glitter or shimmer flecks. It just has this really beautiful, beautiful glow. And I love this. I love this year round. I'm wearing it now. I wear it in the winter. It's stunning. Love it. Beautiful. Next up are 3 more Too Faced products that I want to talk about. And I've mentioned these on my channel before. I've used them on my channel before, but on days like today where it's super hot and I still want to look put together because I am working today and I want to look relatively nice, but I don't want to, it's too hot to be doing a full beat. You know what I mean? I don't want to do a full beat, but I still want to look nice. And so what I tend to do when that is the assignment, is that I use my Too Faced Melted Chocolate eyeshadows, liquid eyeshadows, and these are great. I mean, I bought these on a whim. They were on sale. I love liquid eyeshadows and cream eyeshadows, and I was really curious about these. This is when I was first getting into liquid and cream eyeshadows, and I was like, well, these are on sale. I try them. I'll get them in some colors that I know I will wear and I'll reach for. And these are amazing. Right now I have the shade Chocolate Bunny, and it's just blended out all over my lid. Really natural, really beautiful. You know, little something on the eye, but not too much. But what I like about these is that they blend beautifully. They aren't patchy. You do have enough time to work, but they're not, you know, you don't have to sit with your eyes closed while your eyelids dry. You know what I mean? And they layer. They layer over each other. I have done looks where I've used all three of these. I've gone in with Chocolate Bunny, and then I use Warm and Fudgy, like in my crease, and then I would take this shade Chocolate Wine in my outer corner to smoke out my eye. And it looks beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So if you see these, I say try them out. They are very underrated. Very underrated. Next up is just like one of my workhorse products. It's one of those products that I've purchased a bajillion times. It is beautiful. It is, I will say I've probably only used this the way it was intended to be used a handful of times, but I did like it those few times that I've used it on my face. I thought it was really beautiful. But mostly I use this for my eyes, guys. And that is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water Set and Refresh Spray. What do I use this for? I use it to spray my brushes when I apply my shimmers and metallics. This is a very expensive product, okay? And to say that that's what I use it for primarily sounds utterly ridiculous, I know. First off, no judgment, people. First up, I used to buy the small one because it was cheaper. And then one day Smashbox had a big sale and they had these for super duper cheap. So I just got the big one because I was like, well, I go through the small one so fast. It's more economical to just buy the big one and have it forever. And it's true. Look how much is left in this bottle. Look how much I've used. I've had this bottle for 2 years, almost 2 years, guys. It's amazing. I love this stuff. It helps. What I like about it is that because it's not just water, like some people just wet their brush with water, and I don't do that. I feel like it messes with the shadows too much. I feel like with a setting spray, you still get the quality of the formula of the metallic shadow, but it also helps set it down. It actually helps it stay and not wiggle, you know, all over the place. So yeah, I love this. It's just one of those things that I always use if I'm using, if I'm not using a glitter glue, I'm using this. Next up is a lipstick that I believe I showed this lipstick in my neutral lip combo video, but it is my Gucci, I think it's called the Glow and Care Brilliant Shine lipstick, and it is in the shade Peggy Taupe. And let me see, I'll show you guys what it looks like. So that is what it looks like. Beautiful, beautiful, super emollient and super glowy, and my lips feel super hydrated and plump and just, you know, healthy when I wear that. And I wear that a ton when I just want a little something on my lips with a little bit of color, but mostly I just kind of want something that'll keep my lips from getting dried out. This is what I reach for, and I've been reaching for it even more recently. So I feel like I'm gonna go through this pretty quickly, and I will be repurchasing it. It's expensive. It's Gucci. Gucci's not cheap, and Gucci lipsticks aren't cheap. But this is a beautiful, beautiful product. Last up are 2 brow products that I want to talk about, and I never talk about my brows. I don't do my brows on camera. The reason is I'm always on the brow struggle bus, so I just don't see the point. But I do have 3 products that I use on a regular basis. One I've mentioned before, and that's my brow pencil that I use, which is the ABH Brow Wiz in medium brown. That's like a classic, you know, whatever. But the products that I use that bring my brows together after I've used the pencil are these 2 products from Lime Crime. And it is the Bushy Brow Stronghold Gel and the Bushy Brow Precision Pen. And the Bushy Brow gel has this really small, really tiny brush that you can get in there and just like really well. Love this stuff. This is my second of this. And then my precision brow pen, this is my second of this, and it took me forever to get through the first one I had. I thought it was gonna conk out on me. I had it in my project pan last year, and I kept, every time I thought it was empty, it wasn't. It was like the clown car of brow pens. It just like, just when you, it's like, how much more product could there possibly be in this pen? A ton, apparently. So yeah, this I purchased as a backup because I just assumed I was going to go through the other one really fast, and I didn't. So I had this as a backup for a good amount of time, and I started using this at the beginning of this year, and I love this pen. I love it. It's beautiful, and I will say this, I accidentally frayed it with the way I was holding it, so it has some frayed edges here, but that's user error. That's not the pen, and I can still get really good, precise strokes with it. I don't know if you guys can even see that on my hand. Can you see that? It's so light, which is what I like about it. It's not too, I don't even know if that's showing, but yeah, it's so thin and so fine, and I can go in and I don't feel like I'm going to be bombarded with, you know how some pens, they just like spit pigment onto your brows and you're just like left scrambling trying to make it look normal. I don't feel like I have that issue with this pen, and it's one of the reasons why there's been new products, brow products that have come out, and I've been interested, but I've just kind of stuck with what I have because I enjoy what I have, and I don't really see, the point in reinventing the wheel when it comes to my brow products. All right, guys, and that is everything. Those are all of the Unsung Hero products in my makeup collection, the things that I reach for a ton, that don't get as much hype on my channel, or even just hype in the makeup world in general, but they are things that come in clutch for me on a pretty almost daily basis. Let me know down in the comments below, what are some of your Unsung Hero products in your makeup collection? Do you own any of the products that I've mentioned in this video? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit the like button. And if you are not subscribed, please be sure to subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye now.